Good morning and welcome back to Keto Homestead with Jess. Says I have two people in here. Hello. I hope you all had a wonderful evening and you slept well and just woke up to another beautiful day, thanking God. Woke up to another beautiful day, thanking God. I always forget to mute my YouTube. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to come in. I've got some yummy information today. Going to be discussing some supplements, some vitamins, tinctures. Hey, the best life, how you doing? Good morning. I am on a mission to make my husband healthy. So before I get started and while we're waiting for more people to come in, I just want to say that I am not a medical practitioner. I am not a nutritionalist. And everything I talk about is from my own experience. And if anybody wants to do what I am doing, please do your own research. I'm going to go ahead and take a minute and share this out because I forgot to. If anybody else can, go ahead and share this out as well. How's it going in Montana this morning, the best life? What time is it there? It's super early. Is it like 7 o'clock there? Hello, I've got 3 people in the chat now. Good morning, whoever's coming in. Or hello. Good morning, Jess and Howie. I'm not sure yet. Just woke up. It's 8. Okay. Yes, right? It's always a great day when we wake up to another day. That's what I always think too. I'm just sharing this stream out to my community post because I forgot to do that. All right, that's shared out. Hey, Half Century Farm, how's it going? I hope you're having a good morning. So, as some of you know, my husband had a health scare and he was in the hospital for an emergency surgery. We still haven't got results back on that. And it will probably be another week before we hear anything. Hello, Patricia, and thanks for coming in. So, as soon as he was released from the hospital, when he was released, I drove immediately over to my nutritionalist or naturopathic doctor. He is actually a chiropractor, but most chiropractors are naturopathics. So they are full of information, very educational, and I just want to make sure that we get my husband in tip-top shape. I have been seeing the same naturopathic for 4 years now. So I really trust him, and he's really good. His practice is based on healing and based on God's healing, supplements, and natural and homeopathic medicine. Hey TH2, how you doing? The best life, he's getting better. He's getting back to normal and everything. He's not really sore anymore. Before he had this emergency surgery, he was having some odd pains. Like he would have around his stomach area, which would be the bowel, and around to the sides, that would be your bowel area. He was having a lot of pain. Certain ways that he would move, it would feel like he pulled a muscle. But since the surgery, all of that's went away. So we're really thinking it had to do with the bowels and his digestion tract. So that was one of the main reasons I had him go into the naturopathic as well. A huge part of people's health is their gut and their digestion tract. So if we can get that stabilized and healthy, then hopefully his overall health will be better too. So what we did, I don't know if any of you have been to a naturopathic chiropractor or anything like that, but they're, like I said, they're amazing. Hi, Patty, how you doing? So what they do is they take you into their office and they do an evaluation. That first they ask, they give you paperwork, of course, and they ask you, what are all your elements? What are you doing? Or what's affecting you? What would you like to change about your life? And then I guess this is really interesting. I talked to a couple of people about it over the past couple of weeks, and they didn't know this, but they do. My naturopathic, what he does is, I'm not sure exactly what the test is, but you can take a bottle of vitamins, supplements, or tinctures, and our bodies are made up of magnetic fields. And what happens is you'll either hold the vitamin in your hand or place it on your stomach, and your body will either reject that or accept it. And your body will either relax or it will tense up. And that's how you can tell. Now, I've never practiced that method. Obviously, that's up to the professionals, but watching it is really interesting and it just amazes me. And then also what they can do is dose you. The doctor can dose you this way too. So you would hold your vitamin, whichever vitamin he's going to give you for whichever element. He'll also have you put your arm out in a stern outward position, and then he will or she will press down on your arm. However long you can hold your arm up there sturdy without giving in is how they dose you. It's a pretty awesome method. It works. So I just wanted to go over some of the things that he'll be taking. I'm really excited. It's a brand new day, a brand new life for him, and we're going to start him on a routine. So this will be his first day of the routine. I have a paper here that will help me track his nutrition so I can see what his intake is all day. And then he's the naturopathic doctor that we go to. It's Barrett's first time ever being there, so he had no idea what was going to happen. I just let the doctor talk, and he's very, very informative. When he does give supplements, vitamins, or tinctures, He gives a very thorough printout of what that is, what it's for, and what your dosage is. And I really enjoy it because most of the time, somebody tells me something really important like this. By the time I get home, I forget it, or I forget what it's for. So this is really helpful. The company that my naturopathic goes through is Standard Process. So the first thing that, and I just figured, I'd get on here and talk to you all about this and set up his vitamins for the day, since this is his first day. And obviously I'm his wife. This is what wives do, I think, or at least that's what I do. So I'll set up his medication, well, not medication, his vitamins and supplements, and put them in a glass bowl. So when he wakes up, he knows exactly what to take and how much. All he'll have to do is throw them back. So the first thing, I don't really have to put together. Where did it go? What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. It's right in front of me. Sheesh. So the first thing is fast food liquid. And this is supposedly really nasty tasting. It has a dropper with it. And he'll have to take that this morning. And that is a mineral. And the reason we take supplements and vitamins is because our foods and vegetables that we grow do not have all the minerals and vitamins in them that we need anymore. Our land has really been depleted from those. So it's really important, if you're living a healthy lifestyle, especially a keto lifestyle, you get your vitamins and supplements and tinctures into you. Hey, Food Forest Permaculture Howie, how are you doing? I just emailed you if you want to check that out. Does he know about his routine yet? Actually, nah. I mean, he went to the naturopathic. He got all the vitamins with me yesterday. He was, poked and prodded. And he had, like I said, it was kind of a surprise to him because he didn't know what exactly that entailed. So he knows that he has the vitamins. He doesn't exactly know how many to take or what's going on yet, but that's all right. We're here to build his health up, right? Let's see. So the phosphorus food liquid, it's a mineral that will enable the body to metabolize protein, calcium, and glucose. So let's see what else. It helps with bone and teeth strength. And it just helps build healthy cells. So yeah, that's what that one is for. And like I said, he's probably really not going to like that one because it tastes really, really nasty. Thank you, Food Forest Permaculture. I appreciate that. Okay, the next one is, let's see what it is. And most of you know that Barrett is on blood thinners. He's on Coumadin. And if you do research on Coumadin, it's basically rat poisoning. Barrett has been on Coumadin since 2006, so many, many years. And I've wanted him off of Coumadin for a really long time because the effects on the body is really bad. The problem is I don't really have a lot of health problems. I have my back issues, but internally I don't really have a lot of health issues. So I feel like for me, I feel safe to experiment on myself. But when it comes to him and the Coumadin, it's always really scared me. So when I was able to talk him into going to the naturopathic, I was really able to pick the doctor's brain and come up with a plan to try to lower his dose of Coumadin, and hopefully one day replace that with herbs and supplements. So we have a plan now. I'm excited. And so the next one is vitamin B6. And as I go through this, I am going to put these supplements into the bowl. So when you're depleted of certain vitamins or minerals, your body is going to need a lot more in the beginning. So for the vitamin B6, his dosage is 7 pills a day. Which seems extreme, but he is so depleted in vitamin 6 that that's what he needs. And as time, once vitamin B6 builds up in his system, he won't have to take as many. And eventually, what the plan is that he won't have to take any at all. So vitamin B6, let's tell you what that is for. It's a water-soluble vitamin, which means it doesn't stay in your system. You can flush it out with your urine. It's a nutrient deficiency. And also, when I just want to mention, like, we're all learning. We're all still students. Even my naturopathic, he says the same thing. He's still a student. He still learns. So no matter where you are on your journey of health and learning medicines and natural remedies, just remember, we're all students. We're all still learning. And that's what's so great about this community. There's so many intelligent people, and there's just so much information out there. I don't think one person can not one person can contain all that information. We all need help every once in a while. Your hubby is lucky to have your help. And your right diet is everything. Yes, your diet is everything. Thank you, Patty. So the vitamin B participates in more cellular and nervous function more than any other nutrient B vitamin. It also contains nutrients found in mushrooms. Various mushrooms contain diverse collection of nutrients and provides a variety of vitamins, minerals, proteins, enzymes, and supports supports nutritional requirements for optimal health. So, see, he's got 7 of those. I'll put this one to the side. And the next one, which really shocked me, I was pretty excited about this one because I wanted to grow this in the garden this year and see how it does. I've never grown it before. This is okra pepsin. And that is another mission I am on. If anybody is new here and has not heard me, I'm really focusing on growing my own herbs this year. And I do have a pill dispenser that I can make my own, medicine. So that is my mission this year, is also to be able to make these medicines at home myself. So the okra, and it helps keep the stomach and gastral system healthy. It gives relief of temporary gastral symptoms. And agriculture experts emphasize the nutritional importance of okra, calling it the powerhouse of valuable nutrients. The natural beneficial properties of okra, vitamin E3, and I don't know what that word is, allantonin, protects tissue in the stomach and the gastral tract. So, like I was saying earlier, we are trying to get his gut healthy. So most of these are for his gut health. Now the okra is 3 pills for him a day. And this company, standard process where these supplements come from, they are a family-owned farm, and they've been doing this for years and years and years. And I'll just show you this since I didn't show you. Maybe some of them look like this. It's all natural. It comes from plants or vegetables. This one is the okra. On to the next one. Turmeric Fortify. Turmeric is very healthy for a lot of people. I personally cannot take turmeric, and I've tried. I know personally it's used for pain and inflammation. If you take it in powder form, you need to take it with pepper for absorption. But since this is in pill form, this is a little different. I can't take it. It gives me a really bad headache, upset stomach, and other issues. So unfortunately, I can't take it. And that's the thing. That's why you really need to study and do your research, because just because one thing works for somebody doesn't mean it's going to work for you either. You need to take care. You need to take control of your health, because nobody else is going to do that for you. So if you want to optimize your health, you need to put the footwork in, do your research, and learn as much as you can. So the Turmeric Fortify, let's see what this paper says about it. This tablet contains a property formula made up of standardized extract combined with soluble fiber derived from, I know that word and I can't say it, funk Greek seed extract. This one has lots of information on it. Let's see. I'm just trying to find what it says that this is for. Okay, curcumin, which is the compound in turmeric, is known to have low bioavailability in volunteers and patients who swallowed curcumin on curcuminoids, made it into the bloodstream and tissue. The low bioavailability is least partially due to poor absorption, rapid metabolism, and rapid clearance from, and that's another thing I need to mention too. So I do apple cider vinegar in the morning, and that helps me with absorption of my vitamin and minerals. So that's another thing I need to implement with him. He'll have to start doing apple cider vinegar in the morning, and I hope he can handle it. I don't know if he can, because he's very picky and he's a man, and men usually don't like taste of stuff like that. So we'll have to see if I can get him to take it. If not, then I'll have to find some apple cider vinegar pills for him to try to help absorb these supplements and vitamins into his body. Good morning, Peanuts Pepper. Sorry, you guys. I'm just chatting away. Good morning, Chris. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up. Scan family. I am new. My husband has to watch vitamin K intake. Would you recommend to replace okra? Well, and that's the thing. My husband is on Coumadin, and we have been told by medical professions all his life to watch his vitamin K intake. Well, and the reason is the Coumadin. I'm not sure what your husband is on, but the Coumadin thins your blood so that you can't have the blood clots. Well, if you take vitamin K, then it thins your blood too. So over the past couple of years, my theory is, okay, if we're trying to thin his blood to make sure he doesn't have blood clots, then why wouldn't I give him more vegetables with vitamin K to, thin his blood instead of taking all that medication? So my husband personally goes to a Coumadin clinic every month and gets his blood tested. So my thinking is, if I give him more vitamin K vegetables, that will thin his blood. So when we go into the Coumadin lab and they check his numbers and they see, oh, his blood is thinner than normal because he's been eating all these vegetables, then they would bring down his coumadin levels, right? That's just my theory in my head. It's a really scary thing to think about. And yeah, warfarin, coumadin, same thing. It's really scary when somebody has an issue like that, or at least for me it is. I didn't ever really want to mess with that because I didn't feel like I was educated enough. But after years of researching this and talking to others and trying to come up with a game plan, I think that we have a game plan now, and we're going to see what happens. And I'm trusting God and just praying that everything goes well and my plan just works out. Yes, sauerkraut is very, very good for you. But that's the thing. Sauerkraut, too, is very high in vitamin K. And sauerkraut and cabbage is one of your huge superfoods. Like, it has so many good properties to it. Good. Let's see. Sauerkraut every day. Yes, gut bacteria. He2, many blood clots to count through heart into lungs. We test a home insurance. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Them home testers are so expensive. I tried to get one and I was just like, wow. I'm just trying to find. It doesn't really say on this paper. Oh, maybe it's on this side. So it says it supports the body's normal detoxification and anti-oxidant process. So turmeric, fortify, he is doing 3 a day. And this is what this one looks like. It's that yellow color that turmeric is. Then we have Colacol. Now, I love Colacol. I have been on Colacol for years. Colacol is a gallbladder support. I do not have a gallbladder. It's really hard for me on my lifestyle, the keto lifestyle, for me to digest high amounts of fat, which keto lifestyle is a high fat lifestyle. And because I don't have my gallbladder anymore, it's hard for me to process that. So that's what this Colacol does for you. And since Baird's emergency surgery, he has went strict keto, and he also does not have a gallbladder. So this is really good for him to take to support that. And he will be taking 2 of those a day. And this is what those ones look like. Hello, Wendy. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. Yes, there's lots of stuff that thins the blood. There's garlic. You're correct. Vitamin K clots. See, and are you sure? Because we just discussed this yesterday, and I was told vitamin K thins. How can you tell if you have gut issues? Most of the time, my research on keto, if you have a gut, if you have a pouch in front of you, you obviously have gut issues. They say when your stomach is flat, that is the first sign that you have a healthy gut. Now, I would rely more on going to a naturopathic and getting tested for that. But that's just my opinion. He was also tested for parasites while he was in there and showed no signs of any unhealthy parasites. Hello, Whiskeys and Sunshine. How are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Nose picking. Welcome. Okay, he says, yes, vitamin K clots. Okay. Yeah, that's what they always tell him too, is to watch not to eat that many dark leafy plants. Hello, Norma Roberts. Thanks for coming in. Is the rooster in the house? Laugh out loud. No, he's standing right outside my window. He's waiting for me to come out. Good morning, Dr. Prepper. Thanks for coming in. Okay. Yes, doctor says vitamin K clots. All right. Well, like I said, I'm still learning too, so thank you for letting me know that. Zypan is the next one. Okay. And I definitely don't remember this one we were talking about yesterday. This is an acidic nutrient along with pepsin, an enzyme that digests proteins and releases from each tablet to support the healthy environment of your stomach. I can't say that word. Hydrochloric acid is an acid found in the gastric juices of the stomach. HCI contributes to the breakdown of food during digestion and provides protection against pathogenic bacteria. All right, so that's what this one's for. And this is 5 a day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's not going to be happy about taking this many out. 1, 2, 3, 4 at a time. But he's going to have to deal because we are trying to get him healthy. All right, so the last one is garlic fortified. And as some of you have said in the chat, that is a blood thinner as well. And let's see what it says. There are many types of garlic products available on the market: fresh, raw garlic, dried garlic powder, garlic oils, and aged garlic extract. The range of constitutes in these products varies. A dose, the amount of important constitutes only raw garlic and very carefully dried garlic powder contain alliin. Aged garlic extract does not. The garlic clove is crushed and dried. Garlic powder gets wet. The odorless alliin is broken down by the enzyme. Alliin is then converted into allicin and other strong-smelling sulfur compounds. Says garlic clove or bulb has been used therapeutically for over 3,500 years. It is also used in most cultures of the world to provide a distinctive flavor to food. There is much written about the history of garlic use. Garlic was fed to laborers in ancient Egypt, perhaps to help them maintain their strength. During some of the earliest Olympic Games in ancient Greece, athletes were fed garlic before they competed. During the Middle Ages, garlic became available in Europe after Roman legions moved north. Garlic was grown in monasteries during medieval times. Garlic grew freely in the woods of North America, and Native Americans used garlic in their tea. Interesting. That's awesome. Oh, sorry, Howie.
Nice.
I'm so sorry.
Good morning. It was a nice bit listening about the garlic.
Oh, yeah. It was good.
It grows wild here. Yeah, it's very nice to have. If garlic is aged where it goes brown, the bulb goes brown. That's called allicin, and that's most powerful antibacteria, most powerful antivirus, and it fights antigens, and it's called allicin. And it
Okay.
only shows up with aged garlic. New garlic doesn't have it, only in very small amounts. But allicin, if you do some research on garlic, it's super duper powerful.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, you have a phone call.
it's okay. I'm just muting it.
So it's cool that you're into vitamins and supplements. I'm into that too, but I had to stop it because of my treatments.
Mm-hmm.
But my latest one that I've been looking into is serapeptase. And what that does is it gets rid of scar tissue and fibrin in my body. But I had a reaction to it. I became infected and had pustules on my face. I'm like, oh my God, this isn't for me. But you know what? You try in little bits so you don't take a full dose of something. When you try something, and I'm not a doctor, I'm just having fun here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you try something in little bit, so just to see how you take it, because it's new to you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to try something that's, full dose or something, because then you're like, oh my God, I'm in trouble. I need an ambulance or something, right?
See, and that's why and that's why I've been like really cautious and scared of growing my own herbs and making my own medicines, because I'm like, oh, what if I like kill myself, or I got to be really careful.
There's one thing to remember, Jess: small dose, small problem.
Yeah.
Big dose, big problem.
Good advice. Well,
It's
I'm glad you jumped up here, Howie. Like, I really appreciate you coming up here, and you're just full of so much knowledge, and I love listening to you.
Well, I like your channel, and I like your life spirit. Your living spirit's very good. It takes no talent to have a bad spirit. It takes real talent to have a good spirit, and you have a goodness about you, and you and your husband and your family. And most of the people that come to your channel are good spirited people, and that's really enjoyable to see. That leaves you smiling, going away learned, and having a good time. And if that's the key to the spice of life, well, let's go forward and have a good time, because
Right.
you're getting the right vibration when you're smiling. It's called 528 hertz. Royal Rife really brought it out in people, that you have a vibration and your cells are actually vibrating like this, you see. And food does that too, like real food. There's a job title that you may look at. It's called Orthomolecular Practitioner.
Well, hold on. That's a huge word. I got to write.
Yeah, it's a jawful. And believe it or not, two of my best friends are orthomolecular practitioners. And I can give you their website, and you can go and check them out if you want. They're two of my best friends for over a quarter century.
Okay.
So it's Orthomolecular Practitioner. And what that is they study the makeup of food and the makeup of the molecules of man. Yeah, ain't that something? But if you go on to Lister Nutrition, and there's two orthomolecular practitioners there. They're basically scientists in the molecular makeup of food and man. And they go easy on you. And they really love keto, and they really love their lettuce and veggies, rooted veggies, you see. They don't like sugar. They really, really frown upon any sugar, because sugar feeds mold, yeast, and fungus in your body. That's the agar, right? The propellant. So what you want to do, what the first thing they teach you is to cleanse out your body, and that eating free-range beef is best. Hey,
Yes.
Free-range chicken, free-range beef, wild salmon, wild cod, and foraged food is the best. But second best is organically grown. But something that's put out Is that your rooster?
Yes.
He tastes good. But the Lister Nutrition there, I've known them for 25 plus years. They're amazing people. The first thing they do is they put a glass of lemon water in front of you and see how long it takes you to pick it up and drink it, eh? Yeah.
Seconds.
Yeah, seconds. Yeah. So if it comes down to the sick body and the sick mind, what's telling you what to do, right? If you got a healthy body and a healthy mind, seconds and grabs that lemon water, well, that's the right answer. See, you don't have a sick body and sick mind. Mm-hmm. Now, the person that does refuses health. They go, oh, I don't want that. Oh, I don't like pumpkin. Oh, I don't like lemon. And it's the sick body and sick mind telling them what to do. And Dr. Bruce Lipton wrote a book on it. And he was an interesting guy. He's good friends with my buddy. And he talks about the 100 trillion entities that live inside you, like the microbes. There's 100 trillion, eh? This is the really cool part. It's how you feed the good microbes and how you feed the bad microbes. So what happens consequently, if you eat sugar in any form, it doesn't matter what form, from fruit, honey, it doesn't matter. Sugar is sugar. Glucose is glucose. It doesn't change. It's one molecule different than heroin and cocaine. So you wonder why, oh, I got to have my sugar chocolate. I got to have this, I got to have that. It's your sick body and sick mind, and it's these bad microbes telling you what to do, right?
Yeah.
So it's 100 trillion of them. So parasites, let's pick on them for a second. See, and I've got the panel here. so let's pick on parasites. And pepsin, hot peppers for circulation. Pepsin kills the microbes that are parasites. The parasites, I've actually have video of a parasite coming and biting my neutrophil white blood cells, and it actually has bite marks in it and runs away with a chunk. And I'm punching and kicking at the screen. I'm going, no, I fight back.
Yeah.
And the teacher, the lady that was teaching me, she's like, calm down. I've seen people when they've looked at their live blood, freak out, jump down on the floor, kick, punch, and scream for their mom because they just witnessed what's inside them. You see? And sugar is your number one enemy. And the reason why you take supplements is because the food you are buying has no nutrients. That's when you said that earlier, I'm like, you're all over it because there's nothing in it. If you look behind me, I have a wall. I mean, this whole wall behind me, like, let's pick this one. This is glutamine powder. It's $50 for this. It's not going to be cheap, but for healing up after you're bruised and beat up, this stuff rocks, but always consult your physician, and if you find a physician, your general practitioner that's supposed to be, he's supposed to propel you forward and organize your health with different, referrals to different specialists. If he's not doing that, just go like this, bye-bye, and go get another one. That's what I had to do recently. Because I asked about one of my medications because I'm not taking another one, that they were both together. And he's like, don't rock the boat, Howie. I thought, you're a loon, man. You are a total loon. So I put it out with a good friend of mine. She's a pharmacist, which is a chemist. And I said, I can't get another GP. In Canada, we have socialized health care. Eh?
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. You're going to go home and die before you get any help. And I don't need a doctor's opinion for that. That's Howie Jones's opinion because I lived it, you see. And anyway.
Howie, not to interrupt you, but Lady Casco's asking, how long does that bottle last you? And also, Wendy Benjamin, Howie does have a channel. It's Food Forest Permaculture, and he does live stream, so you can check him out.
Yeah, totally. I'm going to be live on April 22nd, Earth Day, for 24 hours. And Jess, you're invited to the panel, of course. And it's all what you do for Mother Nature. But I forget where I was yapping about, but that's probably a good thing anyway.
How long does that bottle last you?
Oh, this glutamine?
Yeah, the glutamine.
Oh, that'll last me 6 months, 8 months.
Okay.
Yeah, because you just put a little bit in water and drink it, and what it does is it repairs. You've used up a lot of nutrients, and you're damaging cells. You have what's called free radical damage, because you're using up the oxygen. You're trying to get it in, and there's the cell membrane wall goes like this. Okay. When it goes like this, it emits carbon dioxide, it emits all kinds of junk that the mitochondria just consume, like sugar, lipids, and carbohydrates. So consequently, it has to open and close. So it has to be permeable. So what happens is when you're out there roughing it up, climbing mountains and doing your day job labor or whatever, you're exposing your inside to the less oxygen. It's called the ORAC scale, ORAC. And don't take my word for it. Google is great, for finding out intel. But the problem I found with it was Google allowed, when I was in the hospital, all I could find out is one little bit of information on my disease, and the treatment was just what they wanted to give me. So I was being programmed, you see. So what I had to do is I had to phone outside of the hospital and get a friend at a home computer to look it up, and it was totally different information. See, you got to be smarter than artificial intelligence, which, I mean, that's easy to say, but they're stupid.
And that's the thing, Howie, and that's like before YouTube. I've always been into supplements and tinctures and herbs and stuff like that. But before YouTube and I became part of a community, it was just me trying to learn on my own. And you type in a certain herb or a plant on Google, and it tells you all these horrible things. If you take this, it's going to do that and that. And I'm like, no, like, I don't believe that, but I don't know where to get the information or who to talk to get the correct information. But I know that these herbs are helpful and people use them and they're not going to cause death, like immediate. You know what I mean?
Marlene Oliver. She was a botanist at the University of Victoria. She taught the cosmonauts in Russia. She's one of my closest friends. And she comes over here quite often, and she's coming on Earth Day to sit beside me because she's one of my best friends, And
awesome.
She comes down to vibrations. You hold in your hand a food or a medicine, and if it feels good, it's for you. If you go, there's something wrong with that, do some more research. Always hold it in both hands. Put it in your other hand too.
Yeah.
Like,
that's funny.
Hold the banana in your hand. Oh, I feel really great. Well, there's potassium in there, and you're getting electrolytes. A lot of people don't look at electrolytes. They're positively charged minerals, and the best place to get them from is cucumbers. And very few people eat cucumbers, and the ones they do eat are from a greenhouse or chemically grown. That's not what I'm talking about here, boys and girls. I'm talking about real electrolytes, not the kind of Gatorade that's a pile of garbage. What I'm talking about is a cucumber. And what happens is when you run down low on electrolytes do all the communications. 1 billion communications daily are done with electrolytes through your body, okay? I'm just going to give you a small crash course and keep it where you're going to. I'm fishing with you, and I'm going to catch you, and you're going to learn more about it later. So I'm going to try really hard to keep it just basic, so that I'm not trying to call people rubes or commoners, but you know what I mean. It takes a while to get up onto that level to take off.
Yeah, it does, and it's just a lot of information.
Well, the biggest thing that you can do It's keto diet for yourself. That's the best thing you can do. If you're really, really sick, just eat beef, free range, and salt, and some lettuce for 6 months. If you're really sick and have autoimmune diseases and stuff, I eat beef several times a day, but I don't do my supplements because I have strict orders from an oncologist and a hematologist and a urologist, a histologist. I've had over 25, 26 doctors looking after me. And so I have to interpret everything and find out which is the good and the bad and the ugly here. So what I got it down to is I asked the doc, I said, do you have a fast car? And he'll go, what do you mean? I go, do you have a sports car? Yeah. Do you have a hot wife? Yeah. Okay, see that door? Don't let it hit you on the way out. And then the next doctor comes and they're all meek and humble and how are you doing? How have you been? How are you feeling? And I asked him, do you have a sports car? No, I take the bus or I bicycle. I like my urologist. He takes his bicycle everywhere. And I said, well, there was a girl that I asked this. I said, is your husband tall, dark, and handsome? She goes, no. She says, I'm a lesbian. I said, you're for me then. Thank you kindly for being honest, but I didn't need to know your sexuality. I said, that's your private life, what you're doing. I said, all I need to know is if you're meek and humble and that, you believe in a higher power than yourself. That's all I need to know. I don't need to know anything else. She goes, what are you doing? And I'm like, and I'm drawing my aorta on a big sheet of paper in the hospital, you see. I'm drawing my aorta and I'm drawing the thoracic aorta and I'm drawing the descending aorta. And I'm drawing where my heart is. I'm drawing where all my capillaries are. And I'm drawing the masses that are compressing my aorta. And I'm imagining this and I can see it inside my body. And she goes, you're the first person we have ever had around here that does. I said, I know, I'm different, but I needed to see it on paper, what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
And that's what you do. It's called Imagineering, and have fun. If you're having fun, you're going to be really good at what you do. Hey, so now I know more about IgG4 than 99.99% of the people on the planet. I know more about it. I know all the treatments. In 5 years, not less than 4.75 years, there's going to be a cure for my disease. I just need to stay alive that long. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to take this controversial infusion is what it is into an IV in my arm over a 24-hour period. They're going to drip it in slowly to do my B cell memory depletion, so that my other cells can do their work. They're in conflict, and it's causing me a lot of grief. They phoned my my family and told me that I had a week to live. That was 7 months ago. Mm-hmm. And I thought about it laying there. I'm going to outlive all these people, and I'm going to tell them that when I walk out the door here. I couldn't get up, at that time, but I was thinking about it, and I thought, no, I'm not going to die. God decides when people pass over into heaven, not a doctor. So it got to a point. I'm going to make this story short. It got to a point, Jess, that the pain was so bad in the delirium, and I was incognito, that I asked for euthanasia. I had asked for it because I couldn't take it anymore. And I was 2 hours away or something like that from being, it's called MAID. And it riveted the whole hospital to like, holy cow, someone wants to, leave this world. And I just couldn't take it anymore. And so they came and talked to me three times. And then the last time they come and talked to me was this young lady doctor. She looked very upset. And she said, are you sure you want this? And I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go. And she's looking at me horrified that I just said, yeah, I'm quite at peace with myself. nothing to worry about. I'm in God's hand. I just can't take it anymore. I asked God to take me. He didn't. So I'm here for another reason. I just have to figure it out.
Yeah.
So she says, okay. She goes, answer me a question. I said, okay. She goes, the pain is that bad? I said, yeah. And you don't want to live? And I said, no, I don't want this anymore. And she goes, you need to tell me now, make up your mind. I said, I did. She goes, no, but you really got to think about it. So I thought about it for about 10 seconds. I said, okay, I'll stick around for the show because you asked. You're asking me.
Oh my gosh.
I'll stick around for the show. And I did. And here I am today. But I've come a long ways. I've changed my diet. I've changed my lifestyle. I can't do anything. I can cook a little bit and grow a little bit of food. I can't carry my fishing gear like I used to. I have someone that actually carries my fishing gear for me now. And it's just that I run out of air because my compressed aorta, it's right below my heart. And the aorta is, the heart sits in it, and it's deep in behind your back. It's not in the front. Your lungs are in your front. Everybody goes, oh, your heart's out there. No, it's not. Your heart's way in deep, you see, and it's way in the back. So I have a compressed aorta with fiber. And what it is the lymphocyte has broken off the lymph node and built up in the retroperitoneal area, an empty cavity, and then compressed my aorta. Well, in Canada, you have socialized healthcare. If I was to fly to a third world country, I could be in and out of there in 2 months, healed up. What I'm dealing with here is a monstrous socialized healthcare that sucks. Mm-hmm. And you can't pay someone. You're not allowed to give them money to fix you. You're actually, it's illegal. In the States, they'd be going with their both hands out. Okay, let's fix this guy and take my money. Yeah. I've offered doctors here money, hey, to bribe them. They said no.
Yeah. No. But you're traveling to the United States soon. You're planning a trip, aren't you?
I would love to, but I'm not allowed out of the city. No one is. It's locked down here. You're not allowed to cross the border. Okay. You're not allowed anywhere. You can't even get on a plane. You can't even go visit some towns. There's policemen on the road turning people back. And when you're on the ferry, they ask you, like, I'm on an island. Mm-hmm. And if it's not to go to see a doctor or do something, they just say, oh, you're not going. And I got a boat. I can bloody well go anywhere. And I got a friend with a helicopter too. So, I mean, really, if I wanted to, I have 2 uncles with airplanes too. I mean, I can leave. Yeah. I mean, you can't stop me. Right. But I mean, Mexico would take it's $35,000 for the operation I need in Mexico. It's $150,000 in the U.S. In India, it's $12,000. Wow. And I would live 20, 25 years with it cleaned out. And you know what? The guy that's supposed to be doing that job, he's the one that put me on this heavy hormone to send me off to the oncologist. The oncologist said he never even heard of the guy. It was all BS. The guy gave me this big story, this ruse that, oh yeah, he's going to fix you. He was supposed to do it.
Oh my goodness.
Where I was. And I just wrote a big letter to the College of Physicians and Surgeons explaining what the turd did to me. And that, anyway, I'm going to call it now, and we're just going to discuss whatever you're going to discuss.
Oh, no, I'm enjoying this. But I do have to say I'm very happy that you're still here and you changed your mind, because I just love you, and that just breaks my heart. You have so much knowledge to share with the world, and it's not your time.
No, it's not my time. No, my goal when I came to YouTube was to save the planet, hey? Mm-hmm. To regreen the desert and the cities to self-sustainability and to regreen the desert so that there's a new lung for all creatures on the planet, because humans are the only creature on the planet that has to pay to live here. Yeah. All other creatures live here for free. So it's like, that's not nature. So we
No.
get to abuse the planet not knowing we're doing it because we're programmed. Deprogramming is a big thing, Jess. And that's for people that need to switch over to the keto diet. The keto diet is not really a diet. The keto, I'm calling it a keto diet. It's more paleo. It's more what you used to eat before that you decided to grow grains and this stuff that's full of gluten and undigestible protein, you know. And once you start getting into more what humans are supposed to, I mean, there's a reason why I have carnivore teeth.
Right. Hi, down on Body Man Farm. Thanks for coming in. Christopher, thanks for coming in. Yeah, and you know, and that's what I try when I tell people about keto. You know, it's nothing special. It's just the way God intended us to eat in the beginning. Like if you just put that in the back of your head, if you just think if this is what God made for me to eat, then it's okay. And you go to the grocery store and pick up one of those boxes or frozen items. Well, God didn't make that, so
there's only one thing frozen that you should eat. Only one thing. You know what that is?
What?
Peas.
Really? Peas?
Peas, because peas are grown inside their own shell, so they have a protective shell. So that repels the pesticides and herbicides because they're deshelled, and then they're frozen, flash frozen right there. Peas are the best thing. High protein, low sugar, low carb, no sugar, high protein. What's not to love? Peas are the only thing you should eat frozen. Everything else should be fresh. Never eat sugar. Sugar is bad for you. What it does is the mitochondria. What ketosis is there's a mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. And when you take away sugar from the mitochondria goes, well, I still need to eat, so to speak, consume, whatever you want to call it. So it looks at carbohydrates. Well, if you have no carbohydrates, what's it look at? Lipids, oils. So, I have company here. I must go. I'm sorry. My friend Mrs. V is here, so I have to go, Jess. And
all right. Well, thank you so much.
Friend.
Thank you for coming up. We love you, and I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Thank you kindly for having me here, Jess. It was a
Is he still there? Oh, all right. That was awesome. I hope you all enjoyed Howie there from Food Forest Permaculture. Awesome guy, awesome channel, very knowledgeable. Obviously, you heard him. Go check out his channel. Good morning, Rolling Homestead. How are you doing, Mark? How are you doing, Moon Phase? I hope all is well. We're just talking about getting Barrett on some supplements and vitamins and boost his health. I'm gonna just read some of these comments and get caught up. Hey, Pete's little homestead, how you doing? It's all right. We're just chit-chatting it up about Barrett's health, getting him on vitamins and supplements. You're welcome, Howie. Thank you so much for taking time to come up on my panel. I really appreciate it, and I wish you nothing but the best. And I can't wait to see you on April 22nd for Earth Day. Please, everybody go check him out. He'll be live for 24 hours. Go support him and, yeah, just support his channel. That's all right, Moon Phase. You can watch the replay. My watch hours are still at 200. When I woke up this morning to check them, they have not moved. Hello, Sarah. Hello, the beach lady. Welcome. Oh, well, thank you and welcome, beach lady. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I hope you like what you've seen. Yes, I sleep. I slept last night. I just wake up super early. I wanted to get on here and share the exciting news of all the supplements and vitamins that we were able to get for Barrett yesterday. Today will be his new routine. We're talking about routines here in moon phase and how it'll. Hopefully I'm not buffering too much. My side is me the circle of death. So hopefully you guys can hear me and see me. So I went through all the vitamins and supplements Barrett's going to be taking this morning. He doesn't know quite yet, but at least they're all ready for him. And all he'll have to do is chuck them back. Barrett is doing good. He's a night owl. Barrett usually sleeps until about 4 o'clock in the morning, or stays up until 4 o'clock in the morning, and then he wakes up. He should be getting up soon. Between 11 and 12, he'll wake up. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the watch hours, but I don't know. Last week it was stalled for a couple of days, and then it jumped up finally the next day. So we'll see what happens. I'm not stressing out about it. I know I'll be there. I have a lot of wonderful people here supporting me on my channel, and I'll make it one of these days. If anybody would like to come up and talk about health or routines or what makes them healthy in their lifestyle, anyone's more than welcome, as long as you're respectful and you show your face. Just let me know and I will give you a link. But I think it's really important that you get into a routine and you stick to that routine. And this will be a little difficult getting used to, because I have my own routine in the morning with my own supplements and my apple cider vinegar and the things I do in the morning. So now I have to implement Barrett's schedule into there, which is not a problem. I'll just have to wake a little bit earlier and make a new habit of that. They say it takes 30 days to make a new habit before it will stick. So that's what I did this morning. I got his supplements ready for him. So all he has to do is take them. I will also, his diet was reevaluated by my naturopathic, and his diet or his food source is not a very good one. He, like I said, he doesn't wake up until 11 or 12. He doesn't eat breakfast. His first meal is a cup of coffee, and then he doesn't eat until dinner. So that's another thing we have to really work on, is boosting up his vegetable intake and making sure he eats breakfast, because this is a lot of supplements and vitamins for him to take. Sorry about that. StreamYard is not being happy with me this morning. Please put a 1 in the chat if you can hear and see me again. I do apologize. Can you see me? Can you hear me? I hope so. Okay, thank you, Beach Lady. So now I don't even remember what I was talking about. I guess just getting him his foods and what is going on? My screen went completely black. I hope you all can still see me. So weird. So yeah, if Barrett found out about his routine and unplugged the internet. Oh, that's so funny. No, he doesn't want to fight me on health and vitamins and nutrients. I'm pretty stubborn. So thank you, Sarah at the Big Blue House. Hey, Steve Essex, how you doing? I hope all is well with you. You're having a beautiful morning. Okay, you can still see me. I don't know what's going on. YouTube and StreamYard's really liking to mess with me today. So I'm going to go ahead and head off of here, and I am going to get Barrett's coffee going and get him some breakfast. I think I'm going to make him some scrambled eggs and some sausage links. Maybe I'll do a strawberry smoothie for him to help him get down these vitamins and supplements, and hopefully that'll give him a little boost this morning. Everybody is happy when they get a smoothie or a milkshake or a little treat like that, so maybe that'll put them in a better mood. We'll see. But I want to thank you all for coming out and watching me here on my YouTube channel. I want to thank you for watching Howie, and I hope you learned something here today. That's the whole purpose, that we all learn something new at least once a day, you know, if not more. And I want to thank you for all your support and your love. And I hope you all just stay happy, healthy, and safe. And I'll see you next time. Have a beautiful day. Breakfast is a must, Pete. We'll leave it on that note. You have a good day. Goodbye.